Okay, we are here with the opposition preview. I'm here with my nemesis, frenemy, Tobe.
No, it's definitely not frenemy, it's enemy. It's
My enemy, my nemesis. You may see us going at it every week on London Club's Carnage. And now Tottenham and West Ham are going to be going at it here in the toilet bowl on Sunday.
The cheek of you calling this a toilet bowl when you got that dump in East London. Yeah?
But it looks like a toilet bowl. What can I do? I didn't design it.
You need military level access just to even get into your season ticket seat in the London Stadium, man. That's how stupidly built it is.
Listen, yeah, talk to your boy Seb Coe. You know, Lord Seb Coe, who designed it. We didn't design it. But look, this game, Sunday, is big. It's big for both teams. Not because it's just a London derby, West Ham Spurs. It is big because both teams need a win at this stage of the season. How are you feeling? You feeling nervous?
I am feeling nervous. Normally, you know me, I'm confident. When it comes to West Ham at home, I rarely predict Spurs to drop points. But the Spurs that I'm seeing this season is unrecognisable to the Spurs I saw in the back end of last season when we played each other. And it makes me feel like this is definitely a game where I can see Spurs messing stuff up. But I'm still going to back my boys and hopefully we can deliver this weekend. Hopefully.
Right now, are you backing Antonio?
Listen, I'm always going to have love for Conte as a manager, but I must admit, I feel like I'm done now. I'm checked out of the Conte project because I just feel like the experiment is over. I feel like he's checked out as Spurs manager. It may not be physically, as in he's not handing in his resignation or anything, but I feel like he's checked out in terms of his application as a manager to our team. I feel like tactically he's become so one-dimensional and doesn't want to do anything about it. I feel like he's really mismanaged our squad, really has. Some say that he's not able to handle multiple matches week to week, right? But fundamentally, I don't even think it's that. I think he's just has too many favourites in the team. He doesn't show a desire to rotate. He doesn't utilise players properly. He's not been able to use this squad in such a way that he can call upon player A, player B, player C at any given time and get a reasonable output, right? I feel like it's just not been good enough. It's just not been good enough as a coach. And now when I'm hearing the way he's talking in press conferences in comparison to a couple of months back, obviously the contract situation as well. Contract is up at the end of the season. Doesn't look like he has an appetite to sign a new one. Doesn't look like the club are pushing for him to sign a new one. It's like our season is just drifting further and further away from where we want it to be.
And now, the injury situation.
Exactly.
Hugo Lloris and Bentancur out for the rest of the season.
Exactly.
That is
massive.
Disastrous, man.
It's massive. Bentancur one, it's a huge blow. Like, we've had injuries throughout the season. Bentancur's missed a couple of games. Kulusevski's missed a lot of football. Richarlison's missed a lot of football. We've had injuries. Romero's missed a lot of football. So we've had key injuries this season, but we've been able to sort of, well, I say grind. We've not been able to grind that much because our form's been up and down, but we've still been in the mix. But I feel like when you take a player of Bentancur's quality out of our team for 6 to 8 months, it's a killer.
Looking like a bit of a crock.
You're copying what I just said. He's literally copying what I just said. I just said a couple of moments ago on my preview. He's not looking like a bit of a crock, but it's a knee injury, it's an ACL, so he's done it, and I feel like that is massive because he's our best midfielder.
Yeah.
And I think we've gone from having 5 midfielders to now having an injury crisis because our best midfielder is injured. Our second best midfielder on paper, in my opinion, in Bissouma, who's played poorly this season, yes, and not been really utilised by Conte, is also injured for 2 to 3 months. So that now leaves us with 20-year-old Pape Matar Sarr, who is a good prospect, in my opinion. Oliver Skipp, who proved himself as a capable squad player for Spurs last year, and even a starter for Spurs for large parts last season before his injuries. And an out-of-form Højbjerg. Højbjerg is badly out of form, and we know that Højbjerg plays his best football with Bissouma, with Bentancur. So with him out for the season, it's not looking good.
Yeah, and I think the Lloris one is huge. I mean, I don't know how long he's out for, but still
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, and he's not been up to his usual levels this season, but the drop-off from Lloris to Fraser Forster is massive. Massive. Obviously,
What's the drop off from Flappy Hansky and Areola?
there is no drop-off because
They're both not good enough.
No, listen. How can you say that? How can you say you would take both of them? You would snap my hand off of both of them right now.
I'm not taking Flappy Hansky. I would take Areola as backup. I think he's a decent goalkeeper. I do think he's a decent goalkeeper.
He's quality. He's quality. He is right now France's number one. Yeah.
You're a disgrace.
Right now.
You're a disgrace. France's number 2 was Mandanda, not even Areola. It was Mandanda.
Yeah, but even I heard he's injured as well.
So how does that make him France's number 1?
Because technically he's only fit.
You're a nasty guy. But yeah, go on. You're right. The Lloris. The thing is, Forster. I watched him a couple of times for Southampton, and he looked all right. I thought it's safe. 1 year. We're gonna. Spurs know they need to get a new goalkeeper, but with the way Lloris played last year,
got rejected by Ben Foster, innit? The podcaster.
Nah, we didn't get rejected.
He rejected you, yeah.
No, we didn't get rejected. We didn't move for him, and I'm glad because if you're telling me you're bringing in Ben Foster, you may as well bring in Scott Carson, bring in Paul Robinson. You may as well just get Pat Jennings to go and go if that's the case.
Hart, didn't you?
If that's the case, honestly. So for me, the Lloris injury is a huge blow because, listen, I know he's been awful for Spurs this season, and I get that he definitely needed some time out of the team generally because of how bad he's played. But Fraser Forster, the 2 times I've seen him for Spurs, he hasn't filled me with confidence. He's not given me the same belief I had in Fraser Forster in the summer when I thought, you're a decent option. You're not going to play that much. Decent option. He can't move. He can't move. He does everything in slow-mo.
Guy. We have not been testing keepers this season, right? Our shots on target ratio is atrocious. We do not.
Not surprised. You got Antonio up top.
Man. Listen, you say that, that's going to come back to haunt you. This guy literally like made your ground his bitch.
He scored 1 goal in like 4 appearances at this ground.
That and the celebration, like he violated you.
I hated that fucking celebration. I
loved it.
I hated it.
It was beautiful. But we have to test the keeper. We have to put him under pressure and put shots on him and, set pieces as well. We've been awful this season. Just looking at us, are there of players that you're worried about? I know you're talking about, Antonio. Obviously, we've got Ings that could potentially come off the bench. Depends how we utilise them. We're probably both going to play a similar formation as well.
Are there any players for West Ham that worry me?
Yeah.
Declan Rice. I feel like he's someone who can assert some authority in the midfield against an out-of-form Højbjerg and one of Pape Matar or Skip. He worries me. It depends. I don't know if Paqueta is going to play or not. I think he could be problematic for Spurs. I think defensively as well, if Aguerd plays, he could be problematic for Spurs. And I also think I'm not too worried about Antonio. And I know hopefully it's not the commentator's curse.
He's improving. He's actually improving. Even if he don't score, he's causing enough of a handful for others to score at the moment.
I'm worried about, who I'm worried about? And I know he's been out of form for you guys this season. I'm worried about Bowen simply
he's
because
been improving.
I feel like Perisic is just not, he's not doing it for us at the moment. And I feel like that's an area that teams can exploit.
Yeah. And yeah, honestly, and this is where I want to see us pressing more and putting teams under pressure. But I want to ask this. What players would you take from West Ham? Honestly, at Tottenham.
At Tottenham,
let's see.
I'll take Paqueta. I think he is a good player. I think he's not played well for West Ham, and I do think you've definitely overrated Paqueta a little bit. But with the quality that he possesses, the technical quality, I would take Paqueta. I would take Aguerd, definitely. Yeah, left-sided centre back, I'm taking him. I would have Skamaka as backup for Harry Kane. I would. Yeah, I would. The obvious one, I'll take Declan Rice.
Yeah, obviously Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. Obviously Coufal, easily.
I'm not taking Coufal.
Who you got right wing back?
I'm not taking Coufal.
Who you got on the right? Who you got?
We've got Pedro Porro. We've got Pedro Porro, and I'm sorry, Coufal, what's he doing? He's not better than Emerson Royale.
What?
He's not better than Emerson Royale.
The guy that you call Chicken Royale?
Yeah. He's not better than Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale is a terrible footballer, but he's a better defender than Coufal.
Nah,
he is.
Nah,
I'm not taking Coufal.
That's straight
I'm
up
not
bullshit.
taking Coufal. The Coufal of 2 years ago, I don't see that Coufal anymore. Coufal's dead. Coufal's dead.
That's ridiculous. He's back into form. He had surgery now. He's back into form.
Coufal's dead. I'm sorry.
And like I said, obviously you said you'd take Areola.
No, I meant like current circumstances generally, yeah. But if you're asking me, should I buy Areola for backup? I think we can do better.
Lloris is on his way out.
Yeah,
I think
so get a good goalkeeper. Get like a Raya. Do you get what I'm saying? Get a David Raya for some reason at Brentford, right? Get a strong goalkeeper, Mike Maignan at AC Milan. Good goalkeepers. That's not Areola. These guys are better than Areola.
I mean, look, if I look at Spurs, obviously I'd take Kane.
Obviously.
Son is out of form, but
you take him. Kulusevski you're taking.
Yeah.
Yep. Bentancur you're taking because he shits on Coufal. I mean, Souček.
Yeah, I'll probably take him.
Romero you're taking. Yes. Don't even do your fucking face at that. You're taking Romero. Yes.
He's a bit shaky.
Yes. As a wing back, you're definitely taking Pedro Porro.
If we're playing a wing back system, and he's a straight wing back.
You're taking Lloris. You're taking Lloris.
Nah, he's done, man.
He's done.
He's done. Lloris is done. He's finished. He's done.
There's more players you're taking at Spurs.
Nah,
as well, 100%.
That's about it.
No, there's more.
I'm not taking no Jed Spence and.
You would take Jed. You said you wanted Jed Spence on loan. You said give us Jed Spence on loan. You said that.
You would take.
You'd
take half our squad on loan.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. Loan.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Take us on loan.
No, I wouldn't.
So you would. Well, anyway, look, we'll see who's performing on Sunday, because if any of these players that you're talking about, that you've got agendas against with our team score, you know it's going to be long.
I don't have an agenda against anyone apart from that wanker Antonio in your
So, before I get to predictions, right? What do you see West Ham achieving this season in terms of league finish and cups? Obviously, we're in the FA Cup, we're in the conference.
I think if you play to the best of your capabilities, you just might sneak a 12th place finish.
Yeah, I know he's trolling me, but I actually predict 12th, honestly. But that will not matter, because if we win that Conference Cup, we've had a better season than Spurs.
You're not winning it. You're not winning it, and I'll say it on your channel again. You are not winning the Conference League. You're not winning the Europa League Conference.
If it happens, you're in the mud, as usual.
Just like last year. Just like last year, I had all the West Ham fans coming in my comments when you beat Sevilla, when you beat Leon. Oh, Tobes, you're gonna eat humble pie, and guess who was laughing? Me.
But you said we wouldn't beat Sevilla. You said we wouldn't.
I said you wouldn't win the comp as well, though, and you didn't win it, and you're not gonna win the fucking Conference League. So hold that.
All right, we'll see. And we'll see who's holding that on Sunday. All right, give me your prediction.
2-1. 2-1 Spurs win. I'm going for a Spurs win, man.
I'm going 2-1 West Ham. I don't care what I said on his channel. That's out the window now. 2-1 West Ham. We need to humble
Billy
this
Big
guy.
Bollocks is out. All right, cool.
We need to humble this fan base. Desperately.
We need to be humbled. You're coming to our ground and you're predicting a win, but it's us that need to be humbled.
I'm sorry, but
you're fighting relegation.
Wait. Who's coming off the back of a 4-1 smacking? Like you got.
Yeah. We're out of form now. We're back to being out of form.
And by the way, this has to go in. We established this on Matisse's channel. Your defence is worse than us this season. We've conceded 8 less goals than Tottenham.
Yeah.
This season.
But I think we've played more games than you, right? I think we played that one more. But either way, yeah, you're right. Our defence has been worse than yours this season, performance-wise. Yeah, it has. Yeah, so, I can't argue against that.
There you go. We just need to stick it in the back of the net. And look, we've got Ings as an option.
How many goals you scored this
Antonio's
season?
on the back.
Not enough. You just need to stick it back in the net. Tell me the goals. Compare our goal scored to your goal scored.
I'll put a graphic up.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
I'll put a graphic up. We'll see. So yeah, go check out the preview on Tobes' channel, where we get into a whole load of other conversations about the managers, situations like that. And then content afterwards. But subscribe to Tapping Tobes.
Yes.
Just subscribe.
Trigger Tobes.
Go and see the shamelessness.
No shamelessness, just pure knowledge, right? Pure knowledge.
Pure knowledge that he gets from Jamie Carragher.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, thanks for watching and subscribe.
See ya.